start special need programs, to empower administrators, to empower parents, to empower teachers. And even though at the Church School site we are teaching those who have special needs that are in our midst, you have over 20 that have recognized special needs within this church site, and I know there's probably 3 times more that might be not identified. They're called the hidden disabilities. On the website, www.child.org, which is child with a double D, standing for Christian Health and Learning Disabilities Differences, an SI, in which I have literally 8 to 10 inches of information condensed for you. As I was preparing and thinking about how I'm going to give you what I feel would empower you and lead you in your individual ministries and callings, that would burn me out because, I'm not omniscient and I don't know your situations. I don't even know who's before you. I don't know who's after you. There's so much I don't know that I thank the Lord for His omniscience, and He could do all things through us. If you had any spiritual warfare of getting here, I think a great vision in your eyes, because the enemy does not want you to know. If you are in this ministry of helping those who are weak, of helping those who learn differently, and sharing Christ and empowering them in who they are, as Psalm 139 says, fearfully and wonderfully created, because I tell you, the world out there does not empower them with that truth. If it's one-on-one, expect attack. If it's 1 and 1 plus, expect greater attack. So please pray protection over your ministries. And please pray protection over those on your staff and those who are ministering to these kids, these adults, these individuals with special needs. He wants to conquer us. And one good way is making us feel that we cannot be used by the Lord in this ministry, which is a lie, because God is in you and God is capable. These shall know that this student is placed in your class or before you or in your home because of God's divine plan. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not harm you, to give you a hope and a future. God has placed individuals at this church site. I hear attention deficit, autism, hard of hearing, blind, developmental delayed, and like I said, more. Okay, God has given you maybe a special needs child, And once a month, even here at this church site, I hear you have a support group. And where you have ministers and they come here and support while the children are doing other things. God has given you a lot of opportunity to be before those who have needs. And in that, we start thinking a lot. We have these heart thoughts, which I call heart thoughts. And you're thinking as you're here, what I'm doing really going to help this person? What does it mean to be developmental delayed? What is going on here? What does it mean how do I minister to this person? And you start feeling, in all reality, which is very human, and it's almost expected, inadequate. You start feeling like, well, I need to know more. We need to have more supplies. We need more people. We need more monies. We need a bigger place. I better have some coffee and cookies for the parents that come. We just need more, and we need more, and we need more. Those hard thoughts could be sometimes mind-boggling, and it could overtake most of your thoughts. And there's other times when your heart thoughts can be used by the Lord, because the Holy Spirit lives in you. And it's like, wow, I really connected with this person today. Or wow, this person actually received the Lord. Or this child sang or prayed in worship. And you start feeling like, wow, this is really great. God is using me. And you have a perspective that, God and you being here at this time and place is powerful. And those are good and empowering thoughts, right? But the interesting thing about commandment number 1 is it kind of disperses all heart thoughts. Because regardless of what you're thinking, regardless of whether you're thinking you're being used or not being used, that you're capable or not being capable, the truth is, God has you before the person you're thinking about right this minute who has special needs. for your hope and for your growth. To give you a future. Changes our perspective, doesn't it? Jeremiah 29. Because we're thinking, okay, how could I be used for them? How could I be used for my daughter? How could I be used for the people that are outside of me? Without thinking that God has placed them in front of you for your growth. Where He's going to take you tomorrow. Now, with that perspective, how are your questions and your heart thoughts going to be thinking now? Is it going to be, we don't have enough this, we don't have enough that, I need this, I'm not equipped, I'm sorry, this is not my calling, obviously? Or is it going to be, is this an opportunity today to find out where God is going to be working in me? Is this an opportunity for me today to recognize that I am not as patient as I thought? Maybe not as loving as I thought? Maybe not even as called as I thought. You know what? That's a powerful perspective. Because in that humility, God will be able to grow you and refine you. And in God's economy, not only are you growing in this situation and having the opportunity to be further refined and used by the Lord, but you are there for that person, for their growth and their refinement. And it goes two ways. Okay? So commandment number 1, the child or the student you are thinking about who is before you with special needs is in your life for you. So next time you see this child with special needs, you're not going to be saying, oh my gosh, Johnny had candy, I could tell. He's jumping all around. He's sit down, Johnny. So please sit down. You're going to say, wow, I am not that patient. I am not that equipped. I need to grow my love for this child and embrace him and not pass judgment. Amen.